Hello, mama friends. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a fantastic day or have had a fantastic day. Let me ask you something. Do you ever get that gut feeling about something? More than likely you should listen to your gut because it is true that the gut is truly the second brain. It surveils our body and everything it comes into contact with and helps to inform our body of whether or not it's safe. So your gut health is super duper important. Okay, we're going to get to today's episode, but first let me tell you today is the last day of the 20% off sale for the Healthy Habits Blueprint course. If you are ready to make changes to improve your gut health, your overall health, decrease brain fog, decrease anxiety, and really build a firm foundation for your health, the Healthy Habits Blueprint is where you want to be. In this course, you will focus on what is important, what healthy habits are going to help you stay on track, improve your gut health, and really get the concept of what to focus on the daily that is not overwhelming, that's going to make the biggest change. So head on over to jennifercoble.com/course. Code is capital letters, all capital letters, thankful, because I'm so thankful for you and your support and your listening. And I just want to bless you and hope that you learn from this course and implement it and change your life and your family's lives. Okay, let's get started with today's episode.
Hey mama, welcome to Holistic Health for Moms. Do you want to lose weight and have more energy? Do you find yourself up late at night searching Google about hormones, weight loss, and how to get healthy? Do you wake up with big, ambitious goals only to feel overwhelmed and frustrated when the scale doesn't move and you look 5 months pregnant after eating again? Hey, I'm Jennifer. I'm a mom of 3, a conventional health nurse practitioner that also believes in natural and holistic health. I kept hearing my patients tell me that they were overwhelmed, tired, and couldn't lose weight. They were overwhelmed with all the health and weight loss information out there. It hurt my heart to see women who wanted answers and solutions to only be given prescriptions and vague directions like eat better and exercise. They needed to get out of the traditional healthcare box, and I wanted to help. So I created this podcast. In this podcast, you'll learn about optimizing your health and transforming your mindset. You'll learn about tools to help you build on what you know is right for you and reclaim the energy and health you know you should have. If this sounds like you, raise your hand and say present and accounted for, and let's get this party started.
Well, are you so stressed that it is causing health problems? Well, let's just see. So signs that you are stressed. No, this is not the redneck jokes. You might be a redneck but you might be stressed if you have problems with digestion, like bloating, abdominal pain, diarrhea, constipation, or changes in your appetite. Stress can cause constipation because it affects the motility, so how fast or how slow the gut is moving food and the broken down parts of the food through the gut. So it can actually increase or decrease gut motility. If it increases, you have diarrhea. Decreases, you have constipation. You might be stressed if you feel like your gut is more sensitive to pain in other like stimuli. So if somebody comes in and tells you, something that's upsetting, you may have abdominal pain, or coffee may affect you differently than it used to, or certain foods may affect you differently than they used to. Stress can also contribute to overeating or undereating. Some people like to eat and medicate themselves with food, and others just want to throw up at the sight of food. I am not the latter. But most of the time, if you overeat, you're not going to overeat in carrots and broccoli, right? It's chips, it's cookies, it's candy bars, it's candy. And these things have no nutritional value. They provide no benefit to your body, but they add stress to your body because it taxes your body having to break down all the artificial colors and sweeteners and the chemicals that make up the candy. Okay, which in turn can damage the gut mucosa and just leaves us open to all kinds of problems. Okay. Stress can also trigger IBS symptoms. If you've ever been told you have IBS, it can cause you to have more severe abdominal pain, cramping, change in bowel habits. So either you've gone from constipation to diarrhea or diarrhea to constipation, or multiple times per day, have heartburn, nausea, vomiting, fatigue, weakness, headaches, mood changes, depression, and anxiety. Yes, stress can cause all of these things, and it can also contribute and make these things worse. So, hopefully you can see why stress relief matters, but I'm still going to remind you. Stress is one of the top health concerns of the 20th century because we are constantly on the go. We are constantly accessible by people we know, don't know, kind of know. And, that's by social media, text messages, FaceTime, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, like all of the things. We're constantly like getting pinged and dinged and ringed and whatever. And so this stress causes stress-related illnesses or contributes to stress-related illnesses, which are the majority of the primary care visits. Now, they have diagnoses with them, but stress either causes or adds to these problems. Now, these problems are diabetes, high blood pressure, chronic pain, heart disease, depression, anxiety, low energy levels, headaches, insomnia, TMJ pain, so the jaw pain, temporomandibular joint pain, heart disease, and that's just naming a few, okay? So it is so important, especially as women, because we do a lot, okay? I'm going to go and pat you on the back because you do a lot. You do a lot. I know you do. I don't know you personally, but I know if you're my listener, you're a hardworking mama that loves her family and loves God and wants to be the best that she can be. So I see you. However, you got to take care of yourself so you can take care of the ones that you love, okay? You need to take care of yourself and feel good and have energy, because if you are genetically predisposed to these things, if you have people in your family that have some of these issues, the way you live your life and your lifestyle is going to contribute to whether or not these genes are turned off or turned on, okay? Now, let's talk about how to manage your stress. I'm sure you've heard a lot of things. I'm going to share just a few with you, a few of my favorites that I personally benefit from. But whatever works for you to make you feel like you're calm, chill, your breath is slowed, your heart rate has come down, you feel at peace with the world and where you are, okay? So my first thing and the first thing I'm going to mention to you, and what I'm actually going to do when I get done with this episode, is a workout, okay? Whether it's a walk or other physical activities, whether it's weightlifting or playing outside with your kids, riding a bike, that is a wonderful, wonderful way to manage stress. Another way, every single morning I write out my prayers, my frustrations, my worries, and I try to physically give it to God. I try to write it down, get it out of my head, lay it at His feet. Listen to praise and worship music and dance. Like, dance is your physical activity also, and it always gives you a little boost of energy and a little mood lift. An Epsom salt bath. A lot of us are really deficient in magnesium, which can also lead to constipation and headaches and muscle pain and all kinds of other things. So stress really depletes us of our magnesium. And so a magnesium salt bath will help you relax and chill. Talking with supportive family or friends. And the key word is supportive, because some family and friends, no matter how much we love them, can be kind of toxic. So just choose wisely. Okay, you should feel better after talking to someone, not worse. Another thing is yoga. We can count this as exercise. However, you can do all kinds of different yogas. So there's some for like meditation practices and stretching, and then there are others that are like more active that'll get your heart going. And a few of my other favorites, my little on the side fun things that I like to do, especially with my kids. I like to garden. I like for them to see where the plants come from the seed all the way to when they bear fruit. It is so amazing. It just blows my mind every single year. I love to go hiking and see how beautiful this world is that we live in, and how things just survive and thrive when they are left alone sometimes. And then also for the crafty people, painting, knitting, crocheting, scrapbooking. Personally, I'm old grandma over here crocheting in my spare time. But that's one thing that I enjoy doing, and it makes me happy and brings me joy to give people things that I have made with my own hands. Whether or not they like it, whether or not they throw it in the trash, that's up to them. But for me, that gives me joy, and joy is a stress reliever. So many different things, both active and passive, or just, that you can do on a daily basis. Some take a little longer than others, but you can implement these things in your life to take away some of this stress, or to make you feel okay where you are right now in this moment. It may be complete chaos around you, but if you can be okay and take some slow breaths, bring your heart rate down, and just be okay where you are right now, and just realize there's only so much you can do, and you can only tackle one problem and one thing at a time. There's only one you, okay? And be okay with it. Sometimes it's very, very difficult. You got to get out of your own head sometimes. But that will take a huge amount of stress off of your body and take away some of the contributing factors to these chronic issues that people have from stress. So today I challenge you to take 5 minutes and pick one of these things that I mentioned and just try it out. Oh, let me add, bonus, deep breathing. Literally sitting there in the car car rider line or wherever you are. Breathe in, hold, 2, 3, and out as long as you can go. And just do that a few times, 2, 3, 4 times, and just see how settled and calm you feel afterwards. Okay, I hope that this episode blessed you. I do hope. I challenge you. And if you do take one of these things and practice it, or the deep breathing and practice it, send me an email. support@jennifercoble.com. I would love to hear from you. Love to hear how you felt. And if you want to share some ideas that you'd like to hear on the podcast, I would love to hear that. So I hope you have a fantastic Friday. And don't forget to go to jennifercoble.com/course. Code THANKFUL for 20% off the Healthy Habits Blueprint. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, Mama, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and subscribe to my email list? By signing up, you get my free meal planning template to help you start optimizing your health today. Also, if you could leave me a review, this helps this podcast rate, helps more sisters see it, and it lights me up to know this podcast is helping you. Okay, time to go make sure the clothes are washed Ball uniforms are ready and snacks are prepared for this week full of games and chaos. I'll meet you back next week for another episode. Have a great week, sister.